Hello losers and losettes, and welcome back to Ask Reynolds number 14. It has been 2 years since I did a Q&A video. This is actually number 14 in this series, and I'm excited to answer some questions. So a couple of days ago I put up this post on my YouTube community tab asking you guys to leave me questions for a Q&A, and that's exactly what you guys did. So now I'm going to answer some of these burning questions. Top 3 videos to make. Hoof 2, the Boomer Cost, and a second Among Us video. What is your favourite country other than Scotland? Well, out of the places I've been to, I'm going to say Iceland, and that is quite an easy answer. After Iceland, the best I've been to is maybe Italy, but Iceland was a fantastic place in my opinion. I loved the scenery there, I loved the food there, I just loved everything about Iceland. Who is your biggest hater of all time? I'm inclined to say ad revenue, simply out of pure dedication. That kid had so much dedication and it went on for so long that it was actually quite impressive, but he did come around in the end. And I didn't ever get the sense that the things he was saying and the way he was acting was truly malicious. And for that reason, I maybe don't say you're the biggest hater of all time, ad revenue. I know you're probably watching this video. I think Jen East might have actually been more of a big hater than you. I think Jen East had less of a life than you. Jen East was a sadder old lady, whereas you're just a young kid trying to get by in life. But even still, I'm not sure that Jen East would be my biggest hater of all time. This is a really tough question, and you know what? You've given me an idea. I'm going to make a hater tier list. That's what I'm going to do. Stay tuned. Upcoming video, I'm going to have a tier list of all my haters, and I'm going to rank them, and then we'll decide who the true worst is. So I know that's kind of a non-answer for you here, and I'm sad to have to do that to you, but that's just the way things got to be. Where do you see yourself in 20 years? Honestly, I don't see myself anywhere in 20 years. I don't really look into the future like that. I'm someone who spends a lot of time fantasizing about the future. I spend a lot of time in my head thinking about things that could be. I think about things I'd like them to be. I think about things in the future all the time. However, I don't have any concrete vision of where I believe I will be in any period of time. I mean, honestly, I don't know where I'll be this time next week. I don't know where I'll be this time next month. So for me to say 20 years into the future, I honestly can't do that. I know a lot of people are the opposite. A lot of people have their lives planned out and they're like, I want to be here and I want to have done this and I want to do this. And I've maybe got some things I'd like to do in that 20 years before I get to that point. But I don't really have anywhere that I particularly see myself landing in 20 years. I feel like I've got a lot of roads ahead of me at the moment, and I've got a lot of different options, a lot of different paths that I could possibly take, and honestly I'm a very indecisive person and I'm not sure which path I'm going to take. Who is your favorite fan? This is another one. I'm going to do a little bit of a cop out here. I'm going to be making a future video. I'm going to make a fan tier list. As I said, I'm going to make a hater tier list. I'm also going to make a fan tier list, so you will have to stay tuned for that video to find out who my favorite fan is. What is your PC specs and its price? Case is a Corsair Spec Delta RGB mid-tower gaming case. Processor, Intel Core i7 8-core processor, i7-9700K 3.6 GHz. Motherboard, Gigabyte Z390UD. Memory, Patriot Viper Steel 32GB. DDR4 3200 MHz. GPU, 16GB AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. PSU, Corsair 850 watts RMX series modular 80 plus gold, plus a 2TB hard drive and a 512GB SSD. Without monitors or any other peripherals, my PC itself and all the components inside cost me probably just over $2,000 in total. But once you add other peripherals such as a monitor, Elgato Camlink, Elgato Keylight, my camera here, my Valve Index, and all the other bits and pieces, keyboard, mouse, you're getting up to a much higher price tag. So my entire setup here for all my equipment, including like my camera, my lighting and everything, is probably around $5,000, maybe a little bit more. What's your top 3 favorite games? This is a hard one. I'm not usually very good at answering what my favorite things are in regards to like TV, movies, games. I'm probably better at TV and games than I am at movies. I'm really bad at saying what my favorite movie is. I honestly don't even have a favorite movie. But as far as games go, my favorite top 3 off the top of my head: Witcher 3, The Last of Us, Fallout New Vegas. As a racist, what is your favorite race car set? That's it. You win, Sir Fat Man. You win this Q&A. That's a fantastic question. And you know what? I'm excited to answer it. My current favorite is probably this Hot Wheels set, the Hot Wheels DTN 42 Crisscross Crash playset with one die cast car. I think it's a very versatile playset, and honestly, I've had a lot of fun with this one. Do you keep in contact with any of the tossers who made videos on you? No, I don't really keep in contact with any of them at all. The main ones, like the guys who with the big channels who made videos on me, they don't stay in contact whatsoever. They kind of just used me for content and then moved on with their lives. The smaller creators, if I message them, they will respond. And there are a couple of them that have maybe made videos back and forth or have spoken to on an odd occasion. One of these people is probably Nexomite. But as far as actually keeping in contact, like being friends with any of these people or talking to them regularly, no, that's not something that happens at all. OnlyFans when? You know, I actually did try to make an OnlyFans account for Demi, but she got denied. OnlyFans decided, nope, you're not allowed to sign up, Demi Lovato. We don't like your ID. We don't like all this stuff. So no, you're banned. Your account has been cancelled. As far as myself having a personal OnlyFans, I'm not sure that'll ever happen. I might need to get a little bit desperate for that. But I guess don't count it out. Why are you still uploading? Really? Why? Well, you know what? I know you're being a horrible person here. I know you're being quite nasty. You're trying to insult me or whatever. But I'm going to answer this sincerely. I am uploading because I enjoy making videos. I've been making YouTube videos since 2008. My channel has videos that date back to the end of 2012. But I did have videos on here from 2008 onwards. I have made videos for a very long time. That's 13 years. And it's something I enjoy doing. Back then, I literally had 0 viewers per video. And I still made videos anyway. And I did that for a very long time. I got to the point where I had maybe 5 viewers a video, 10 viewers a video, 20 viewers a video. And I know now I don't always get the most views, but that's not really what's important to me. Yes, views are nice. It would be great to have more views, more likes, more commenters, more subscribers. But I will never stop making content because I enjoy making content. It is a hobby for me. If I can make money and get recognition out of that hobby at the same time, then that's just a bonus. But I do not need that in order to continue producing content. I enjoy producing content. I love it. It's a hobby. I'm passionate about it. And for that reason, that's why I'm still uploading. Will you 1v1 me on Fortnite? If I'm online on Fortnite at the same time as you are and you somehow invite me to a game and then we can 1v1, then yes. How are you going to troll the internet next time? What do you mean by this? Like, I genuinely don't know what you're trying to insinuate here. What do you mean? Troll the internet next time. What does that mean? Could you please translate this into a more common, basic form of English? Maybe I'm just too stupid to comprehend your question, but I would like you to reword that, to think about it again, because I don't quite understand the question that you're posing to me here. What do you mean? How are you going to troll the internet? When did I troll the internet? What are you talking about? Could you please be more specific with your wording of your question next time? That's all I ask. Thank you. Will you watch Attack on Titan and Death Note? No, I will not, because I am not weeaboo trash. What is your favourite video that you have made on YouTube? This is a tough one. I'm not sure I have one specific video that is my favourite. I do have a playlist on my channel called Important Viewing, and that playlist does have a lot of videos that I quite like, and I think that they're good videos. But even then, I'm not sure which specific video is my favourite. I have a lot of different favourites, and they're all for a lot of different reasons. I like a lot of the videos I've made for different reasons. The one that does stick in my mind and I go back to a lot as of late has been my fake countries tier list. I think that is a fantastic video. I've referred to it as my magnum opus at some points. I just think that that video just hits really, really well. It got fantastic reactions in those comments. I got the exact reactions I was looking for. The video, I think I was on form when I was recording that video, and I think it turned out very, very well. And so I'm inclined to lean towards that one, although that's maybe a little bit of recency bias since the video is maybe only a year old, so that can kind of play into that. So maybe there's a video from a year before that or whatever that I actually do prefer, but from what I'm thinking about right now, that's the one that stands out to me the most. Why is Australia fake? I suggest you go watch my playlist of almost 40 videos on the subject, rather than ask me this stupid, insolent question that I get asked thousands of times a day. What came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg. Obviously. I mean, this is quite an obvious question, an easy question to answer. A chicken can't just come from nowhere. It has to come from an egg. Now, the egg that was not laid by another chicken. This is called evolution. There's a whole theory on this. I don't know if you've ever heard about it, but I'm telling you about it for the first time now. And basically, evolution dictates that over lots and lots of time, species evolve, they change, they grow, they adapt. For example, it is theorized that humans evolved from apes. So as far as the chicken and the egg goes, some other creature, not a chicken, something similar to a chicken, laid an egg. And one day out came one of their eggs was a chicken. And that's how that happened. How many countries have you ever been to? The United States, Spain, Italy, Portugal, Iceland, France, Scotland, England, Wales, the Netherlands. There you go, 10 countries. Do you have a cat or a dog? Neither. Not since Santa Claus killed my dog. What's your opinion on communism? Bad. What's your favorite type of culture food? For example, French, Indian, Italian, Chinese. You know what I mean, right? I guess I know what you mean. Out of those that you listed, probably Indian. Have you ever said the N-word in your life? Be honest. I say no to people all the time, kid. In the words of Ron Swanson, I love saying it. It lowers their enthusiasm. Okay, but seriously? Yes, I have. I've said every bad word that ever existed. If you go back to some of my old videos, you will see an echo of the person that I used to be. I was the edgiest monster in the world. What type of monitor do you use? Currently, I have 2 monitors. I have a 24-inch Iyama monitor, and I have a 4K 27-inch AOC monitor. Would you ever try spicy food on YouTube? One day when I'm desperate for content, I will resort to that. What's your opinion on my frog with a beard? I think he should shave that beard. I don't mean to be annoying or a prick. Okay, this one's a good one. I don't mean to be annoying or a prick, but could you please take those Australia is fake videos down? You are allowed to have your own opinion about Australia, but it offends quite a few people on here. I don't care if you take them down or not, but it would be highly appreciated. If you do decide to take them down, then I thank you. If you don't, then what can I say? Your choice is your choice. Erwin Rommel, is that your name? Erwin Rommel. No, I will not take these videos down. I will never take these videos down. And I hope that people such as yourself, I hope that these crybaby Australians out there keep on crying. I hope my videos are received negatively. I hope that they offend you. When you tell me that this is the case, that warms my heart. When you react that way to these videos, I feel happy. Because what that means is that my videos worked out just as I planned. If a content creator is so confusing that Poe's law applies, is it also impossible to tell whether the comments are serious outrage or people just joining in on the joke? Dumb Jezza, I don't think that my content is that confusing. I don't think I'm a confusing content creator. I think things are pretty straightforward here. I'm a serious guy who says some serious things. You either take it for what it is or you don't. That's it. Who are your most subscribed subscribers? Well, it depends on which channel we look at. If we look at this channel, my Rag Reynolds channel, we can see here we've got the Flip Side, Official Motion Device, Godless Engineer, Mayak Daled, and the Blarg. But if we go over and check my Medium Rare channel, the list's a little bit different. Morgs 2, Surviving Life, Tommy C's SFTP, Gameplay HQ, and GJYYNGII. How do you feel knowing that a ton of sad old you-know-whats actively hate your guts? It has occurred to me that your life isn't entirely just sunshine and rainbows, bro. P.S. I love your videos. Well, honestly, I don't really care. I mean, maybe not care is the wrong way to put it, because I kind of do care. I care that people are hating my guts, but I don't care in a negative way. I care in a positive way. In fact, I like to know that people hate my guts. I mean, this is probably a cliched thing to say by now, and people say this all the time, but I would rather that people hate me than just feel neutral towards me. I would rather people have an opinion one way or the other. Either love me or hate me. I would rather they fall on those lines, rather than not have any opinion at all. Why do your parents name you Rag? Well, my name's actually Ryan. My middle names are Alexander and Graham, named after my 2 grandfathers. And Reynolds is my last name. So when you combine my first name with my middle name initials, that comes to Rag, plus my last name, Rag Reynolds. Can I use a vacuum to clean dust for my PC? I don't know. I've never tried that. Why do cats hate water? Because cats can see ghosts, and ghosts live in water. I once pushed my dog over while it was taking a shit. Am I evil for doing this? Well, it depends. What way did you push it over? Did you push it over in a way that it landed in its shit? Did you push it over in a way that it just kind of stumbled a little bit? Did it get hurt when you pushed it? I've not got enough information here to judge if you're evil or not. If Einstein was smart, why couldn't he deadlift 200 kilograms? Well, what I would say in response to this is, how do you know that he couldn't lift 200 kilograms? If you were a superhero, what would your superpowers be? Facts and logic? No, that would be silly. If I'm going to be a superhero, I'm going to choose something that I don't currently have the ability to do. Currently, I spout a lot of facts and logic, so I probably wouldn't do that if I was a superhero. I mean, I would continue to do that, but it's not going to be my superpower. If I'm going to be a superhero, I want to take on a brand new superpower. And so as far as that goes, I would probably say immortality, because I would like to live forever. Should I move my money into a safer option such as cash, or should it still be an aggressive investment strategy? I am not a financial advisor, so I am not going to answer this question. I took the plastic bag challenge. What are your thoughts on this? Well, congrats on passing. If you went to a party and woke up the next day with a No, we're not reading this. And so that's it, folks. That's the Q&A. That's all the questions answered for today. Make sure you leave a comment down below, like or dislike the video, subscribe if you're new here, hit the notification bell to keep being informed when I post new videos, and if you want to support the channel and also see videos a little bit early, then consider hitting that join button.